Hey guys, welcome to Game Bet today, bringing on a video, and today we're going to review the quick snippet of gameplay that was revealed from the Battlefield Twitter, as well as the DICE Twitter and Instagram. So we have a quick little glimpse as to what we're going to be seeing tomorrow during the Xbox Bethesda Game Conference, which I will be live streaming here on the YouTube channel tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you're Pacific, it's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific Time. So go ahead and check that out here on the channel. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out channels like myself, as well as we will be live streaming, like I said, right here on YouTube for the Xbox Bethesda Game Conference. So we'll be going through the multiplayer trailer, breaking it down, and dissecting it live on stream. So go ahead and make sure you tune in for that. Now, jumping into the trailer here, first off, this was dropped today, early afternoon, I want to say, on the Xbox or on the Twitters for Battlefield and the Instagrams, etc. It just gives us a little glimpse of what we're going to be seeing tomorrow. So you can see that running in the background. Now, if we break down, there's a few key screenshots here that I just wanted to look at, and the first one being what looks like the assault gunner Maria, or the medic, I guess we should call her Maria, the specialist. I'm assuming it's her just because we can see that syringe pistol on the as one of her equipped items there. So you can see basically this first-person perspective of what we're going to assume is Maria. Could potentially be another specialist as well. Out on the map, Hourglass, overlooking the desert during the daytime, which is different from what we've seen in the original trailer where the map is actually nighttime. So we can see the operator or the specialist looking over the sand towards the city, and you have an AH-64, what looks like it's appeared to be called an AH-64 3D, I'm assuming. I think I can see it in one of the screenshots. You can see it, the name of the vehicle down below, so, or an XD, something like that. So we'll see that tomorrow, hopefully get a better name as to what it is actually called. But you can see the Apache, and the weapon that the specialist is holding appears to be, and originally I put a post on Twitter and I thought it was a G36C just because I was looking at it on my phone and it was very, I was looking at the thumbnail for the picture, or the weapon itself in the bottom right corner. It looked like a G36C, but the weapon itself didn't. So now that I'm able to get a better resolution of the image, it obviously the LWRC SMG-45 with a Leopold hammer optic mounted on the top of containing rail there. So also, just to note quickly, it looks like they're not going with standard M1913 Picatinny rails. It looks like they're having some sort of futuristic type rail system here, which I'm completely fine with. 21 years down the road, it would make sense that maybe there's an easier way to quickly attach optics, especially if the rumors are true that we're going through, or what we've heard confirmed from other influencers or content creators, is that you'll be able to do, similar to the Crysis games, change your attachments for the weapon in real time in the game to fit the combat situation. So it would make sense that they would have an easily equipped rail system on the weapons to quickly change out optics without having to use anything like screwdrivers or anything like that on the battlefield to unequip your hammer sight and put on something else. So that makes sense. That's the LWRC SMG-45. We also get an overview of the minimap. Looks like 4-man squads. It looks like we can see 5 flags on this map at the moment from this one screenshot. But again, pretty cool screenshot. Again, daytime versus the nighttime version of the Hourglass map. Now, one thing just to note here, this LWRC SMG-45 appears to be the exact same configuration we saw in the trailer on the map Kaleidoscope, where the one operator is holding this thing and shooting it. We get a good picture of this one specialist throughout that part of the trailer. That last little section on Kaleidoscope had an LWRC with a hammer optic on there mounted on the top rail system. So it looks like it's that. If we jump to the next screenshot here, we can see what looks like a third-person perspective from the Apache. We get a couple shots of this. We have the third-person perspective from the Apache engaging the KA-52, and then we have an SU-57 being chased by an F-35. Again, this is all these screenshots are on the map Kaleidoscope. We get another perspective of the map here in the city itself, and the city is huge. Some of these skyscrapers are very massive. You can see the Apache itself, the arsenal. It looks like it has 2 sets of missiles, ECM jammers, and a repair system on the equipped items for the chopper. So it looks like, I'm going to assume we have Hydras, maybe Zuni rockets or Heat Seeker rockets. We have the ECM or the flare system, and then auto repair, which is pretty cool to see. And I also, one thing I noticed from the few shots of the Apache is that we have the ammo counter, and then next to that to the right is the infinite symbol, which I'm used to seeing from way back in Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, Battlefield Bad Company 1, and Battlefield Bad Company 2. You had infinite Hydra rockets, essentially. You would have a cooldown time after you burn through, but you would essentially have infinite number, which doesn't make sense. We saw that in Battlefield 3 and 4 also, but it's just a matter of how quickly these will replenish. But that's cool to see. Again, 4-man squads. You get another perspective of the map here. And again, pre-alpha footage. All this is pre-alpha, which is cool to see. So if we move on to the next screenshot here, we'll see another first-person perspective of what I'm going to assume is the Apache. We can see that it actually is the Apache at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, where it has the vehicle name, the AH-64 3X, I believe it's called. Hard to tell because it is really low quality because it's taken off Twitter and Instagram. But again, we have the first-person perspective of the cockpit of the Apache. Looks like he's engaging probably the Ka-52 and blowing it up. And again, the cockpit view looks really cool. I am a big fan of this cockpit view. And again, just really good to see the first-person perspective from a modern vehicle, that especially being the Apache. We haven't seen an Apache since Bad Company 2, way back, I believe that was 2009, 2010. So finally we get the Apache back. Really good cockpit view there. You can see your user interface, so your HUD heads-up display there displayed. So we have something like altitude. You can see the altitude as well as the speed as well on the left and right-hand side there. So we have a really nice HUD returning. Looks like the standard Battlefield HUD, but it also looks semi-futuristic, which is really nice to see. Now, if we go to the next shot here in the trailer, this is going to be, I believe, the last shot. We'll see again. Very similar to the second shot we reviewed. It's just another third-person perspective of the Apache. And one thing to note here is that the Apache's engines are on fire. So, and then we have the health meter at 52% health in the bottom right-hand corner. And then we have rocket pack or rocket pod, it looks like is what's equipped right now. But the engines are on fire. So that's a really nice gameplay feature that hopefully we'll have to see how that actually plays out. To actually have engine fires and have to probably heal that somehow with fire extinguishers or something like that just adds to more immersion. But again, very similar as the second screenshot. We see the Su-57 being intercepted or chased by the F-35, as well as the Ka-52 battling the Apache, which apparently from the trailer perspective we're controlling. So another good shot of the city there. You can see the city is beautiful itself here on the Hourglass map. Really pretty. The map very nice in daytime, and obviously assuming, I wonder if we have dynamic night and day, because in the trailer it's nighttime, as well as some of the other stuff we've seen, especially with the artwork, is that it looks like that dust storm is rolling in. So very short snippet of the gameplay trailer. Again, that's going to be going on tomorrow. The full review of the trailer is going to be at the Xbox Bethesda conference tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live streaming that there. Overall, just this quick perspective or review of the little teaser here. I'm getting heavy Battlefield 3 vibes just because we have the introduction and then you have the radio chatter of Mayday, Mayday is what the operator, the specialist, is saying there. And it just kind of creates the same tone I got from the trailer, just this desperate, chaotic type environment where you're actually fighting for something that matters. And to me, Battlefield 3 was the most immersive of all the Battlefields. I love Battlefield 4, but Battlefield 3, something about the gameplay perspective and just the overall tone of the game just was very, very immersive. So let me know what you guys think down below. Be sure to tune in here on the channel tomorrow, and we'll do the live stream together of the reveal of the multiplayer trailer, and we'll break that down on stream. Really excited for that. Until next time, I'm going to leave you guys with that. This is Buffering Gaming with the teaser trailer for the Battlefield multiplayer. Until next time, Buffering Gaming, out.